Hi everybody, I'm Nina with Sharing a Journey. The first thing I'd like to do is just say Happy New Year and thank you so much for a wonderful 2017. Last year on the same day, January 1st, 2017, I said a big prayer to the universe. I said, please, can I go big or go home? Show me this year whether or not Sharing a Journey is meant to be something or not. I didn't know what was going to happen, but within a very few days, things did start to change in immeasurable ways. I went from 178 page views to 77,000 page views this year. And for that, I have to just say thank you so very much for reading, for following along, and for helping to create the Sharing a Journey community that is being born. We have a wonderful and vibrant Facebook page called Sharing a Journey. We have the blog, and I'm once again kind of dabbling with the idea of doing video, maybe once a week. I don't know, we'll have to see how it goes. So what I wanted to do is kind of give you a little retrospective. For those of you who haven't followed along all year long of 2017, I want to show you some of the fun clothes that I wore. I had a ball showing you things from my closet and things that I received throughout the year. We actually began to do brand work starting in May of 2017, which was huge. And we worked with some really wonderful brands. We worked with J. Jill, Talbot's, Soft Surroundings, Covered Perfectly. Let me see, is there anything else? Oh, Adrian Allen's shoes, which are divine. And we also picked up an ambassadorship with India Hicks. So I'll be showing you a lot of India Hicks things this year that are absolutely wonderful. And so let's start with some of my favorite things from 2017. And then I'll share with you some of the looks that we featured throughout the year. So to start with, I had a makeup bag that I absolutely loved. This was called the Duchess from the India Hicks line, and the Duchess is absolutely perfect size for travel. We ended up doing quite a lot of travel this year, and some of it was wonderful and exciting. And some of it was a little bit more challenging because we did have some challenges this year. And I share a lot about the ups and the downs of my year on sharingajourney.com. Some of the things, more things that I loved this year was I also got the Duchess big, huge bag. I have been carrying this and using this since I got it from India Hicks. And we take it pretty much every weekend when we go on photo shoots. We also use it for the weekend getaways, and it is like ginormo, and you can just fit tons of stuff in it. So I've been absolutely loving that. So if you're looking for a huge tote, it's perfect for weekend getaways, as I said, and for the beach, and all the different things that you might find yourself in need of a big, huge bag for. The next thing I wanted to talk about are some of my beauty favorites. This is all-nighter. I use it pretty much all day, every day, to help set makeup. I didn't used to use a setting spray for makeup until fairly recently, and as my skin has changed and I've gotten a little bit older, I've found that this works wonders, and it also helps makeup not look cakey since my skin is a little drier than it was before. Another item that I reviewed on the blog was the Velvetizer, and this is from Urban Decay, and it was made to be mixed in with foundation, but I'm not that high maintenance. You guys may think I'm a little high maintenance, and I'll own that, but what I've been using this is for a finishing powder. And I have been, like applying it at the very end of my makeup, and it really makes for a beautiful finish. So if you were kind of put off by the idea of using this sort of thing and mixing makeup and all of that sort of thing, this is absolutely great if you like kind of that flawless kind of finish, and especially as you're maturing, you may be concerned about cakiness. This does not cake. One of the biggest problems, oops, I dropped something back there. One of the biggest problems that we have as we get older is covering dark circles, and then also once you get them covered just right, then it tends to kind of sometimes look cracked or worse. One of the things that I found this year, and it was hard to come by, was this Tarte Shape Tape. I waited for months to get a hold of this in my right color. I even tried it in colors that weren't right, just to kind of, you know, see if it was going to work. And not only do I love it, but Brooke loves it as well. I got her some for Christmas, and she's just, it really loves it. It's quite heavy, it blends out beautifully, and it does not crack in the little crevices and so forth under the eye. So if you're looking for something to cover dark circles, this is what I use, and I absolutely love it. One of the other things that I've encountered since I've gotten a little older is that my lips are perpetually dry, and I struggle wearing regular lipsticks. And so what I found is Fresh Sugar, and this is in the color Honey. I wear this pretty much every day. I will wear it over Clinique Chubby Sticks, which I love, or I'll wear it just by itself. This is my second tube of Honey, but I've also gone through the rose color. I've gone through a clear, and I'm always sort of trying the new colors and so forth, and they can be worn sheer or a little bit more opaque, so they're wonderful if you're looking for something that just goes on and isn't drying to your lips. Oh, one of the things that happened this year, as I mentioned, is that Roger and I started this year thinking we were going to do these weekend getaways like on a monthly basis. And it ended up that we did do a few, and then we ended up having to go to Orlando several times to be with my daughter. And while those were actually weekend getaways, they were a little more serious than what we had in mind. But one of the things that I wanted to have is a palette. One palette that can be used, that you just pop into your bag, and it has eyeshadow, blush, bronzer, and that sort of thing. This is my absolute favorite. It's Charlotte Tilbury. You can probably see, or could see, that I had actually hit pan in the bronzer side of the palette. I use it pretty much every day. In fact, I'm wearing it today, and I absolutely love it. It's just one thing, you just pop it in your bag and you're good to go. You don't need any other thing to take along except your foundation and maybe an eyeliner and a lip color. So those were kind of the highlights of my beauty routine from 2017. And now I'd like to just share with you the looks that we put together this year. And once again, say thank you, thank you, thank you for following along with Sharing My Journey.